On my wedding day, I knelt before my parents with deep respect, but suddenly my mother's memorial portrait fell and hit me right on the head. Strangely enough, my ears that had been deaf for years regained hearing at that very moment. I rushed to tell my husband about the miracle, but the conversation I heard inside the room made my blood run cold. That was when I realized he only married me for my shares. Hearing those disgusting words, I froze in place. I never expected that gentle and caring man would cheat on me on our wedding day. He heard a noise outside and ran out immediately. My best friend worried he'd be swayed by my looks, so she reminded him again that once he got the shares, he should kill me. But instead she heard him say he already despised me. I could only swallow my anger and pretend I was still deaf. Unexpectedly, that act exposed their whole family's hypocrisy. My mother-in-law mocked me in front of everyone, saying I didn't deserve her son, even though my father-in-law reminded her that I could read lips. She still sneered and said, once they got my inheritance, they wouldn't need to pretend anymore. During the tea ceremony, I deliberately dropped the teacup and accidentally spilled hot water on my mother-in-law. She flew into a rage and wanted to confront me. Luckily, my best friend quickly reminded her that I hadn't signed the share transfer yet. My husband hurried to defend me. Seeing that I deliberately said I was ready to sign, he tried to hide his excitement and signed to me that even if I didn't sign, he would still love me, but his clumsy acting disgusted me. Still, I had to endure it. I signed the papers afterward. They thought their plan had worked and were overjoyed. But when the shares were announced, everyone was stunned. I had donated half my shares to charity. They got nothing. My mother-in-law was furious and tried to hit me. I quickly hid behind my husband and smiled, saying doing charity would earn him good karma. He could only suppress his rage. On our wedding night, I suddenly woke from a nightmare and found he wasn't beside me. Following the sound, I went to my best friend's room and saw the two of them together. I immediately took photos as evidence. When she noticed someone outside, I ran back to my room. The next day, she began to suspect me, to test me. My husband pretended to care and dragged me into the room. He claimed the bottle was a sedative, but he had tampered with it. One sip would make me sleep all night. Meanwhile, my best friend checked my photo album in secret, but found the photo missing, so she and my husband plotted to expose my secret. He lied that he was taking me to celebrate my birthday and brought me to the media room. He played a video of my parents, seeing their faces again. Tears filled my eyes. But then, the video changed. The audio turned into the recording of the car crash years ago. That was when I realized my parents' deaths were not an accident, but caused by my husband. To hide the fact that I could hear again, I held back my tears, pretended to be touched, and thanked him for the birthday gift, then handed him another share transfer document. He was shocked to see that I had given up all remaining shares. He pretended to be moved, promising he would never betray me, but he had already fallen into my trap. That document was actually a partnership agreement with my friend. The next day, he proudly held a shareholders meeting, announcing that I had transferred all my shares to him. Just as he declared himself the new chairman, the door to the conference room opened, and my long-lost brother walked in.